what's going on? Jimmy's Truck Stop, Lee, Florida. Yeah. Got me some Dunkin' Donuts coffee last night. Put it in the old Stan Lee. It's not the Stanley, it's the Stan Lee. So, gotta get over to Jacksonville. It's about, I don't know, maybe like 120 miles. We got like an open delivery. I'm not really in no big rush because my appointment for our pickup is at not till 12, so in Jacksonville. So we'll probably get on over here shortly. What time is it? It's 5:40. We've been up since like 4 o'clock. The place doesn't open up till 8 o'clock, so no reason to get there too early. So I'll probably take off here shortly. Gonna do our pre-trip walk lay and all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get out of here. Jimmy's Truck Stop. But first, coffee. More coffee. Coffee! Well, I don't know if this is a good time or not to leave, but we've been sitting here long enough. If we leave now, we'll be there probably just around 8 o'clock. Probably hit just a little bit of traffic in Jacksonville, but yeah, no big deal. Yeah, so these two guys here next to me, golly, people. Well, there he is, sitting there smoking a cigarette with no shirt on. Good morning. Yeah, there's like trooper right here, and there was like two more that just left. Like, what in the heck is going on here? Probably because this big oversized guy. I didn't see that guy a little while ago. I was just like, what the heck are these troopers sitting here for? Pretty good little truck stop here. Jimmy's Auto and Truck Plaza. I-10, you're heading east, Florida. Exit 262, I believe. Or is it 162? We're gonna go 262. There's the Love's right across. But I was gonna go to Love's, and I pulled off and I seen this little place sitting here. I was like, oh, forget Love's. Give some support to the mom and pop. I don't know why this guy's sitting over there. Plenty of room over here. Come on, man. Take your time, buddy. Golly, dude. Jimmy's Real Hamburgers. I had Jimmy's Real Patty Melt last night. I had ripped off some of the bread. Ate the patty and the cheese and the onions. It was good. Came with fries, and I had a little bit of handful of fries, and I was just like, no big deal. And went to bed. We were up at the same 4 o'clock this morning. So, what in the heck? Oh, there's a way station. I was like, what the heck? Oh, because there's the monitor thing over there. Oh, okay. I was like, what in the heck, man? The time is 6:26 a.m. We have 101 miles. I thought I had more like 120 something miles, but that's all right. 101 miles. Yeah, so I can already see how this day is gonna go. I'm probably gonna get to this place and I'll be unloaded like within a half hour. There's that. I thought that was true. You will have me unloaded within like a half hour. Then my appointment's not till noon to pick up, and it's like I said, like 5 miles up the road. So it looks like we'll be hanging out for a little while. I'll probably cruise on down there, probably like around 10:30 or so. Yeah. I got a full 11 hours drive time today, so I don't want to say if we got to kill some time, we'll kill some time, but that looks like what's going to happen. Windows before I left. Man. Come on. Get them clean. Oh, well, I got time. I can stop. I can turn back around and go back to Jimmy's and clean my windows. I was going to stop yesterday, excuse me, before Tallahassee. Man, excuse me. But the thing I got is for tomorrow. You know, I got into that, Jimmy's last night. I got there about, say probably around 4 o'clock or so. I had like 15 minutes on my clock around there somewhere. So we got there and we just chilled out. But I got to make sure, I had to get as far as I could yesterday, so today wouldn't be that bad, so I can still get unloaded, get loaded, and try to get as close as I can tomorrow. Because from Fort Lauderdale to home, it's about 4 hours. So just in case if I can't find anything from Fort Lauderdale to, say, Tampa, I just want to make sure we got enough time to make home. So that's what we're going to do. Uh-oh. Provost Motorsports on the Zello. I guess we'll go chill out on the Zello, see what those guys are up to. And we'll be in Jacksonville around 8 o'clock. Alright, we'll catch up after a while. We're Florida trucking today. If I had a guitar, I could sing you a song. Here comes the sun. Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Oh man. Yeah, I forgot. I started talking about it and I totally forgot, man. Those guys next to me last night, man, dueling APUs. The guy to my right, he had a legitimate APU, and he had, I've never owned an APU on any of my trucks, so I don't know, but I think something was wrong with that freaking APU, or maybe it's just because it was in Florida. that thing would run. You just run normal, you know, like what they do. And it would, you know, it'd run for, you know, I don't know, 5 minutes, I'm just guessing. Then it'd turn off. And I swear, man, it was like 20 seconds later, boom, you hear it kick right back on again. It's like, what? Why is it kicking off and kicking on? Just stay on. Or there's got to be something wrong with the timing. I don't know, man. Is it supposed to do that? That doesn't seem right. Then there was Warner next to me. He's got the old Opti idle going on his truck. And one of my trucks when I was at Warner, I had that Opti idle, and that thing was a pain in the you-know-what. So basically with the Opti idle, I think that's what it's called. So basically, like when you park, you know, you flick the cruise on, and you high idle it. Then you go back to the bunk, and there's like the bunk heater and that controls the heat and air in the back, and you flick something on the switch. I forget. You turn something on back there. I don't know what. So like the truck will idle, and when it gets to a certain, like you got to set the degrees where you want, and when it gets to a certain degrees inside the truck turns off. So when it rises, you know, above where your, you know, comfortable temperature is at, the truck turns back on. And I remember I had it in a little Cascadia, and the only problem was, I mean, it worked great at times. Well, I'm sorry, it worked great during the summertime. During the wintertime, I couldn't. You had to. It would idle, but the Opti idle thing wouldn't work. So it just it wouldn't turn back off. You know, I'm sorry, it wouldn't turn back on. But later I found out. Well, I'll go back to that. But so anyway, he's doing his thing, and you know, so I got this, you know, the APU kicking off and on. Then I got the dude next to me, his truck keeps turning off and on. And it's not that, because I remember the Cascadia, and it wasn't the problem of it turning on, it was turning off. So when you turn your truck off, it's like, dun, 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 you know, the truck shakes. So that thing would, when I had it, man, it'd wake me up all the time. And that's, you know, that's what was happening with this guy next to me. It's like, come on, dude, for real? So, you know, whatever. That's the way it goes. But anyway, that Cascadia I had, it would, what ended up being the problem was, you know, it took a while for him to figure out what the problem was. That was like my first truck I had when I first started driving. And I kept telling him, like, hey, this is what's going on. And this is, you know, I think when you tell them, like, hey, this is what I think, then they just say, well, it's not the problem. You know, they never could find a problem. But I told them there had to have been an air leak somewhere. You know, it was a slow leak, but it was a leak enough where, you know, like the truck would be, you know, idling, and it was only during the winter time I would do it. Then, like, you know, on the Opti idle, so like when it would turn off, when it was comfortable in the truck, you know, the truck turns off. Well, between that time, it would stay off for, I don't know, it was the winter time, and you had the bunk heater on. It'd stay off for, you know, I would say 20 minutes, a half hour, and that was just enough time for the air pressure to slowly leak out, you know. Then once the buzzer, you know, like once it gets below a certain point, then the buzzer would go off. Then the truck won't turn back on. You know, it's like, so, you know, so during the winter, I would just straight idle it, you know, and they would be like, oh, you're idling the truck too long. Well, you know, can you please fix the problem? And then they never could find a problem, so whatever. That didn't happen. Done. Got a little fog over here. Man, I wish I was going that a ways. Because that a ways is going 75 south. should just cross out Tampa and just stay home. I'll be back. I will be back. Man, my windows keep fogging up, man. I guess I got it too cool inside the truck and it's too warm outside. It says it's 72 outside. That can't be right. Let's see what it says. Bear crossing next 30 miles. Never seen a bear out here. Oh, it says 73. Huh. I guess that's what it is. I thought it'd at least be 105 by now. That's the bad thing about getting up so early drinking coffee. I'm almost out of coffee. Jacksonville, 65 miles. Alright, let's get on down. This time for real, let's get on down the road. We'll catch up after we get unloaded. Here comes the sun. Oh, the sun's already here. It's alright. That was lame. Sorry.
At the end of the street, turn left.
Bean to cup coffee. Oh yeah, that's it. Alright, we're loaded. We're loaded early. So that means we will be done early. Well,
Turn left on
done earlier. We got 347 miles to deliver. We got to be there by tomorrow, 10 a.m. I still got 8.5 hours I can drive. I think that's manageable. Got 11,000 pounds of tea. This is the Jacksonville Tea Party. So we gotta get back on, take the loop around 295. Take around 295. Take the 295 loop around Jacksonville and 95 the entire way. I think it'll be alright. If I can get like, you know, we got 247 miles. If I can get 240 miles done today, I'll be alright with that. 100 miles in the morning. No problemo. So here's something for you. Another what would you do? Leave me comments below. What would you do? Your daughter comes home and she's got a ring on her finger. And she ain't said nothing to you. Boyfriend ain't said nothing to me. ended up being was a promise to each other. You know, promise to be there for each other, because you know the new millennials, they don't like titles. No boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah, we're just there for each other, which is fine. That's fine. And she's old enough to make her own decisions. Yeah, she's a smart kid. But it's kind of like, what? When you see your kid with the ring.
In 1/2 mile, keep right on Richard Road.
So, I don't know. It was kind of like an almost freak out moment. Like, we're not ready for our kids to be married yet. What would you do? We got a nice little ride around here for a little while, so let me get around Jacksonville, get onto 95, and we'll have a pretty good little ride. You know, we got to get around Daytona Beach and stuff, and shouldn't be too crazy through there.
In 2.5 miles,
Yeah.
take the ramp.
Okay.
I-295
We'll check up here a little bit.
toward I-10.
Here you go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here you go. Alright, what's going on, everyone? Here. TA. Oh, come on, bag. Work with me, baby. Work with me. You're not gonna work with me. Alright, there we go. Work with me. I can't even talk. TA in Vero Beach, Florida. Fresh coffee. Yeah, so I didn't finish yesterday's video. So we're gonna finish her now. So obviously, you see we got loaded down 95. Still on 95 the whole way. I mean, we're like 95 like the last like mile and a half, you know, and we're off 95 Fort Lauderdale. We got to get up front, get a little bit of fuel to get us home. I don't think about 3/8 of fuel is going to make it home, so unfortunately. But we're going to go ahead and start the next video. So if you wouldn't mind, just go and jump over to the next one. We'll upload it both at the same time. So from Vero Beach, hopefully you jump over and watch the next video. We'll talk to you in a couple minutes.